thing isn't happening correctly over the course of the year. It's like spiraling in a weird way. But I'm not too concerned. I'm not trying to accurately recreate Earth's sun and moon. I might just completely dramatically change it so it's clearly a different universe. But for now, I just thought I'd check this out. My indirect shadow component thing isn't, my direct capsule component thing isn't working correctly. I have to check that out. What's almost the actual real date? Maybe the third person cam, I could allow it to zoom out a little more. Oh, the clothes. I have to do it to the clothes too, that's right. There's no indirect lighting, so I don't know if that's gonna work. Nerf on Fortnite. It's gonna be going on all day, I bet. Let's check this out. So yeah, last night I was able to get the backpacks to replicate properly. Still a little jittery when you put one on your own client, sees it kind of like flicker for half a second. It's kind of weird, but not too much concern. this thing. Check this. I have to basically just save the hand item state. Right, the backpack. Okay, there it is. We're all very indistinct shadow. Hardly leaving a shadow at all. Like, don't even see it. There's the sun. Oh, it's setting. Actually, I wonder about all the items too. If they are going to cast shadows directly, I have to go through maybe just on the item skeleton mesh. I mean the parent actor, the static mesh. I could probably just set the shadow of items there. That should work. So you can left turn and spin while auto running. That's important. Bit of a sense of space just having it there. I need to start putting in my starter towns now that I know it's possible for the server to come around and delete stuff if they decide to make over an area. These sand dunes really worked out great, I gotta say. Really happy with that. I believe she was over here. I could log in and just check. Yeah, this is the last place I was testing stuff with her. It was over here. So just running over just so I can compare two-handed items. Those cloud fog really adds so much to the overall look. I'm really happy about that. Is my mic coming up alright? I suppose I could probably turn this down. Turn me up a bit. There we go. How about that? A little bit more like background music. So I also don't have the NPCs. Ah, there it is. The torch isn't lit while AFK, but there she is. So I can do this. Log in as 3 and see if what the two-handed item looks like on NPCs now. I believe, yeah, I checked. Clients are showing their two-handed animation to other clients. So that's working. Yeah, wait for it to stop emoting. Yep, okay, cool. And that's cool, that's good. Alright, so that's working. Yeah. So watch this. Doesn't happen with clients logging in on top of each other. Oh, I think the server has to be already logged in, and I line in as a client on top of the server. It, like, erases the server, too. I think because I'm getting... Because the server probably, like, owns the pawn or something. So when I log in here, everything's fine, right? What if I do 2 characters? So, if I log in, so with the hair right there, that's kind of funky. Alright, so... Oh, it's the torch. It's not her hair. That's why. But yeah, it's 2, 3, 2, 3. So my login is 3 here. Oops. Server disappears. But if I did it as both as clients, save and quit here, and the character's still gone. So let's... Basically, if one of those was, both of those were clients, it doesn't happen. So, I don't think I need to demonstrate, because I know what happens. But it's not deleting the hand model, which is the weird thing. So I think the reference to which character to delete, I fixed this before, I think, when I came back from GDC. It's this funk, the destroy actor part. I just need to promote this to a variable. I think that'll help. It wasn't doing this to that pawn for whatever reason. I guess I can break it to make it a for each loop with break. Let me just try this, see if that helps. Man, Avex Twin should have made the Mortal Kombat soundtrack if you think about it. That would be a cool fighting game. Oh no, I did launch 3 windows. I could log in to show. Not necessary though. Oh no. I have to make another character. Because that actually erased their saved location too. That really messes them up. So I'll make another character to overlap with. I'll go with human because it's closer to the spawn for humans. I need like a go back to character select screen without quitting, like a character select button, so I don't have to reconnect every time I want to just reload a character. Maybe save and change characters, something like that. Volumetric fog's not supposed to be there. Where is he? Damn it. I thought the character would be nice and close. Maybe it didn't load in the NPC. She's over there a bit. Alright. I am clicking on him, but it's not like... Oh yeah. Okay, huh. The mouse does work like that. So that I can get rid of, I think. Maybe it's not the clients aren't doing it. Okay, so let's see if what happens here. Nope, still happened. Alright. I don't know if I want to save and quit. I guess so. Whatever. Alright. Maybe a do once or something? Or a break? Setting it as the pawn doesn't seem to work. Change this. Maybe I should look at my old stream and see what I did. I'm pretty sure I did fix it. Maybe I didn't do an overt enough test. But maybe... Oh, it's setting the AI character name. No. So it doesn't happen when clients do it. I feel like it's matching the server's character name somehow. Maybe if I put do once on here. It's really weird that it's replacing the other one too. There's only one pawn here for it to destroy. I do want the server to be able to recognize its own pawn too, so I can't like just exclude the server pawn. I need to put a break in there with break, but then it's still, I'm not sure if it's gonna get, it's not deleting the hand model, so I really think it's not actually doing this. But what else could it be doing, really? Leaves the hand model. It's so weird. Alright, I'll try to put the break in here instead. Oh, fuck. Damn it. I'm just barely seeing a shadow there anyway. It said tabard leggings here for so long. It's kind of funny. It's just not there yet. Alright, another new one.
Welcome to the halls
Maybe 5 is still there though. I'm so glad. I actually had my mic muted for a sec. I don't know if I got this out there, but I'm so glad Aphex Twin is still making this kind of music. That he's still feeling that. It's great. Oh. Oh, hey. Okay, it seemed to work. There's something weird when... I noticed this is the same thing that happened when you're standing on a log in multiplayer, where it doesn't, it makes you look like you're in, like, another universe or something. Or basically just black screen. But that fixed the bug I was having. Alright, so I can... Right? So, let's test it one more time. Hopefully it always does once on the right pawn, and I don't just get like a delete the server pawn and not delete the client pawn. So I might have to test this several times just to be sure. Yeah, that worked. You know, inventory takes a moment to load in on the clients, I don't know why. Yes! Or do you mean something else? And hi. Sorry, it takes, there's a little bit of a lag to the chat, like not that long. Sometimes I don't notice right away, too. But just keep testing this for a minute. I'll just do it like several times, just until I'm satisfied that it's not, you know, maybe like 10 times at the most. Like, come on, if it doesn't happen more than 10 times, then 50-50 chance of it is probably. But that would have been a huge game-breaking bug. Any tutorials? Yeah, go to my... Oh, that I made myself? Well, at the bottom is a playlist. Better than that. So someone else made this playlist, and it's pretty awesome. This is working. This is great. And it just basically covers everything from the start, and even dives right into the really cool stuff from the start. So that's the best thing. It's like the first 15 minutes you were making a level, putting interactive button to flick a light switch on, and super high graphics and everything. So just dive right in with that playlist, and then it's official Unreal Engine tutorials, but organized by an outside user, and just really well done playlist. Woo! I don't have a cheer. Stretch. The best I can do. I need to make it so that the client starts... Yeah, there's a couple more times doing this just to be sure. Basically what I'm focused on right now, basically focused on cleaning up all the bugs and rounding off the features that I currently have, you know, adding the rest of the building stuff and the items that you can carry, and because the 2 or 3 fans I have that have been hankering for this, that did get a chance to play at the last state, they just keep saying, like, when are you gonna do another free test, public test, I wanna play. So, and we gotta figure out what's up with this not loading in so long. There we go. Yeah, I think I'm pretty happy that this is one more test. Watch this be the one where it actually deletes. That's the thing you hate, is like when you're just like so satisfied that your test has worked and then you do it one more time and it doesn't, and you're like, fuck, well, glad I tested it again. But that's why I just want to keep testing, you know. Like how much harder it is. It's so much faster to load in than it is to go back and like I could just do this so many more times over in the time it takes just to load the server. Depends on how you do it. I made all of this procedurally in a day or so. Took me a while to learn, had a few mistakes, etc. I could do it in an hour and a half. using like open source / Creative Commons and marketplace assets. I can show off a couple more features I have here. Like, I don't think I might finish the horse, or I might leave it out for the test. I think it'd be better if I left it in, but let me demonstrate it, because I'm done testing that. There we go. I have all sorts of good animations. I didn't make the horse or the animations, but I programmed it in to do and behave the way I want. So for example, turning in place, strafing and all that, trotting. If I try to jump while I'm not running, he shakes his head like, no. Little like emote you can do while walking. If you try to jump while standing still, a buck. And you try to jump while running, you know, jumps. It's the only way to jump is while running. I was thinking of making it so you have to like have a running start too, so you can't just do this, because that looks really awful. And maybe even add like, okay, but here's my sliding down hills animation I'm very proud of. Let me see if I can get a better hill to demonstrate. I took the idea from Fortnite. I was like, okay, if they could create an animation that detects when you're sliding down a hill, then surely I can. And I figured it out myself, and I'm really happy about that. And the basic idea is, what I noticed is that basically what's happening is you're technically on the ground, but you're playing the falling animation because the slope of the ground that you're on is higher than your the slope of the ground that you can walk on. There's a variable that you can just change in there. So, just by measuring whether you're currently falling but there's actually ground below you, and if you're falling but there's ground below you, then that means you must be sliding. So play the sliding animation. And I also made it so that if you're sliding while facing uphill, you fall. So if you try to jump up a hill that's too high for you, you fall off the horse. And there's no direction that you can't go. As you see, he starts backing up. Even though I'm running forward, if I press backwards while running, it just walks backwards slowly. If I let go of the right mouse button and run backwards, it rotates in place. So you can strafe, and everything you can do as a normal character. There's no limits to your range of movement, and yeah, I'm really happy about that too. Okay, so this one I can say chalked up to check off the list. That's really nice. Just the do ones. Alright, take that out. The fog at start, yeah. Let me go to the map. Everybody loves map work. Ignore this because the horse still is a work in progress. Especially with multiplayer. You can work offline. You just open the project file directly from Explorer instead of using the Epic launcher. So I've done all of this. I don't know what. move start working? Oh, that's right. I have to connect. Alright. One more time. I still have a planet mesh on here. I need to get rid of that and just see this one. Oh, it shouldn't be a landscape anyway. Wait, what? It's confused. I don't need anything. I think. Just working on like cleaning up everything right now for we public test soon. Right now, I'm working on, see this, there's this, like, ugly glow to the trees in the distance, whereas up close, they're not glowing. Like, let's run towards these. I think it might be the volumetric fog, actually. Run towards this one. With no light on. Like, they seem to get too bright in the distance. It's at nighttime, really. Is it kind of daytime too? They get brighter in the distance. I think it might be from the volumetric fog, because people have complained about that it makes basically objects look brighter the further. But yeah, I think it's the volumetric fog, actually. I wonder if it's not as present in a different location. I could just run up there. Let's get the mount. And auto run up there for a minute. I have to animate the rider too. That's just, she's literally just stuck, pinned on there in a sort of riding pose. So, you know, and it's also very static. I think I need to adjust the basic running animation so that it's more, less stiff, as somebody commented. trying to look at the moon while running this way. See, this is why I need the rotate camera thing to not turn the character. I guess that'll just, I'll figure it out. I think it's basically just, so it's not about when I'm pressing the right mouse button, but then, why is left mouse button doing that? Oh, I guess because if I'm not auto running, if I'm not running, see, I can pan the camera around, no problem. But as soon as I'm running, it runs in that direction. So I guess I'm changing the direction of, but I can keep the mouse button if I hold the keyboard button down in a different direction. Oh, that looks cool. I'll just chill here for a second. See how everything looks. So there's another new thing, that weird hexagonal thing from the skybox being Gigantor, I think. I don't know what exactly is causing it though. Lawrence of Arabia. It is a freaking epically large landscape, I gotta say. Yeah, and I know this makes no sense, but I figure this is my personal take of the Skyrim feature. So I'm kind of fond of it. It's like, I don't know. I might try to change it. Somebody was suggesting I make him IK instead. I know where this happens, so I know how to adjust it in the future, but it's math I'm not a pro at. I just took somebody else's, like, align to landscape, and I was like, okay, that works for now. It's very simple. It's like, make rotator from XY, or XZ, or something like that. And I'm really digging the way the desert looks at night. This stupid thing doesn't work while I'm a horse, so that's kind of annoying. I should have captured that at the sunrise when it's pink. It'll be sunset. Also, the horse does random idle animations just periodically. Maybe I can get it with the moon as well. That's what kind of what I was hoping for. Waiting for a good moment for the screenshot. Also, you see my flickering torchlight. I programmed that to randomly move around and change color and intensity. With, you know, it looks pretty good, I think. That didn't really line up very well. Whatever. I'm in the map right now, okay. So there's that too. When you're really high up, nothing looks good. The fog looks bad when you're up high. So did I decide that was fog making the trees look like that? So maybe the volumetric fog that adds so much though when the other things, so I think it's worth it. Let me try turning it off for now and just see. I have this other fog for the time being. You can see the difference it makes. it is most of that glow is coming from this. The blue, actually all of the blue glow on the horizon comes from that. But it's awesome. I turn it off when you're up high because it's also the source of that other weird artifact. The fog kind of makes a nice blur out to cover up the tiling of the ocean. Actually, it's kind of cool. It blends the tiling a bit. Really, it covers it up completely by out there. I have to test sunrise, sunset with the whole point of that planet mesh too was to have blocking the light as it sets, as that flicker. Should make it off by default so that when you start a new character you don't see it. Check that.
Welcome to Halls of Creation.
Yeah, so now it's just like that. It's actually pretty interesting. Look on the other side. I wonder if I really need the spring arm on the camera, because it is really annoying when it gets triggered. Anyway, that looks pretty good actually. But so what I do want to fix now still is the timing of when you jump out. And it comes in there.
Young people are part of the largest generation in history, 2 billion strong. You're passionate, connected, informed, and you care deeply about our world.
I wonder if I can do it on the now theoretically the auto thing should take over. It should interp on day-night. It should just like continue. Should be constantly evaluating that and interpreting it to where it should be. So that might be a nice feature of doing it that method. Auto adjust. I kind of forgot that Aphex Twin to put out like 2 buckets of material in the past few years. I'll probably be playing a lot of them in the next few days. the whole thing, actually. So even if I make this 0, which should be the default. Oh, What? I'm not seeing it all right now. Oh, visible. There we go. Okay. Make it 0. Can't do that. So it is still visible even if you pop it in at 0. Oh, I think... Right, it's the other stuff. Wait, what? I'm not even seeing a distance difference there. Oh, here it is. Okay, so I don't even think it is this that I'm seeing pop in. I'm seeing the rest of it. So if I do fog density, 02, 02. There we go. Hey, How's that? Nah, you need to have it on for this volumetric fog to even be there. Okay, so the fog density. So what I should probably do is add some fog density to the day-night cycle. Didn't mean to double click that. This is fun, making this work at long chain way. Where's the fog intensity? Because I know I'm doing it. Is it just here? Exponential height fog, extinction scale. Alright, that's all meshed up in there. That is a mess. What was it? Density. You are my density.
took a steady climb, the gradient's against her, but she's on time.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm going to test the responsiveness of the controls now that I've put some of those Boolean checks on the server. I mean on the client instead of the server, so I should have more instant response to whether or not something is currently selected and can be interacted with. I was like standing on that thing. Oh crap. What's gonna happen overlap isn't triggering. Actually, I think I might want to try deleting the world save, since I did just load it up from the map a few times. That might be, like, confusing it. So let's just clear that real quick. So obviously whatever doing it was done in the last like 20 minutes or whatever, because it was not doing this just a moment ago. I was spawning new characters.
Well, welcome to the halls of Greece.
Ah, good. Okay. Cool bean. Seems like that was the problem. We are all good as far as I can tell. Yeah. Alright, so just gotta remember that when I play test directly from the map, it does bugger up the client login. Oh, but... Okay, well that doesn't work due to the changes I made. Oh, it's not working on either for the... Okay, well, let's continue working on this. Now that I know I can. I just won't playtest from the map directly, especially since that causes so much... if I compile a blueprint from the third-person blueprint or the controller while the map is open, it really messes everything up. So let's go back to this interacting stuff that I was working on. Let's see. It does get to this part because it does get to server check for interactables. So interaction. Maybe I didn't need to change this. Did I? Oh, I guess I didn't really. I did change. What do you felt? No, get highlighted. No. Turn best interactable. I did this off. From get. This probably needed to just be on done on client and server, so I can probably leave it here so that the client has a better response rate for this. We'll see if it works though. It might. That's what I was afraid of, is if you let go of it before the server's done, it's determining. Let's try it. does work for the server. Super responsively, just like anything on the server usually does. Oh, so my mom's sheep had baby sheep this morning. So there are 2 little cute little baby sheep on the old farm. Not at my current abode, but rather at my another place. Tiny little plot of land. Family's house, actually. Another of my family members. But keeping sheep. What's the big fawns? Sheep. What's... Yeah, lamb, of course. Lamb bee. So, oops. What the hell? Isn't an is valid supposed to say if it's not valid, then just don't worry about it? If object and mouse over entry with I'm trying to read property, get pawn. Right, so if the pawn is valid, get the controller. Okay. Alright, side bug. It's a side quest, it's a side bug. So how to make this check for interactables? I wonder if I can just make it a client operation instead. Like, I'll just try changing these to run on client, see how that works. Although I think at the end I might need to like set the current interactable, that might need to be server. So basically the idea is if I do that, then when getting check. And this might have to be server highlighted interactable. Yeah, maybe doing this part on the client and then just doing this at the end on server. That's the theory. So I'll just do that. Maybe I won't destroy everything. Yeah, I'm a firm believer you gotta playtest your own game, and the departmentalization of these things is killing them. Like, Minecraft is so successful because it's a one-person game, one-person project. Limit yourself to what you're capable of. Don't extend yourself into other people's work ethics, if you would. Old unused code I just left in there just in case. I think I could probably get rid of it by now, but I'm not gonna mess with that right now just in case that messes up everything. I do think this needs to be a server event here. Was that plugged into true or false? Okay. Right, okay. That's how you're supposed to do it. Okay. Interactable settings should be done on server, and all these maths and comparisons of locals and for loops and everything should be done on client. So theoretically, yeah, theoretically this might be more responsive for clients now, but we shall see if it actually works at all. I may have to just go back to the way it just was. Shouldn't be hard. Just delete these custom events, put those other ones back to run on client. Not much. Check with one server, one client for now. Interesting. It's working, but okay, the server is working perfectly. Maybe it's just confused by how many of them there are. Whoa. I just was holding it in it. It's not really... It's working, but not reliably. I think I just need to continue. There's might be some more set nodes to do on server. I shouldn't need it here because it's actually already just getting it from the current. Let's see if this, maybe that'll do it. Should I? Because the problem, at least I just didn't want Spawn to litter up with characters. I think that instead of this, I need to do like. Hey, thanks. Hey. Yeah, I barely tapped the button. I do have to hold it a little bit. Oh no, I just tapped it. Oh, perfect. Yes. 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 So now you can hold it down and see it switch between. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. I guess they don't really overlap each other here. It's one or the other, based on my movement. Let me try with something else. With some items. But yes! Yeah. Okay, yeah, let's test this. Oh, get isn't working. Oh, I think maybe because the controller doesn't replicate. It's only getting the rotation of the controller, maybe? And get isn't. Oh, it did work. Get is working. It's not highlighting. No, I'm hitting get. It's not doing anything. Yeah, see, it's only updating when I move, but not when I turn, which is supposed to be the whole idea of it. And all these, most of these in this area are using the mobile-friendly assets, so it really could be theoretically possible in VR. And that flashing is still happening. I'm really bugged by that. It's happening a lot. Is it like just when I'm looking down? is working now. I think I was just... Oh, hey, what? It really is just what's in front of the character. If I back up a bit, maybe. Yeah, it is updating on rotation. It's just... Oh, wait, it's like... Oh, it's over there, too. Yeah, I can, like, I can do it. And this is the client, right? Yeah. Let me see if it's the same on server. I'll jump over to the same side. The networking is basic peer-to-peer. So this is a server, this is the client. So I'm not doing any Twitch reflex type stuff. Ugh, yes. I can totally check this off, I think. I just want to see how well, this is the server. I just want to see how the items works. Notice I fixed the way the fog pops in too. So let's see. It's different on the server here. Made a little pile of junk here. It's cool. So the server is actually seems pretty good. Not like updating this unless I'm moving as the client. I think this has something to do with, well, I did get it to be rotating, but it's just really, yeah, what is this? It's not like, I must be getting an unreplicated variable to compare, like the rotation of the character. So let's just see what's going on there. This simple math get controlled pawn, actor location, actor forward vector, and the static mesh of the interactables. So the controlled pawn's location and forward vector when rotating with the right mouse button. So that's easy enough to find. That's on the blueprint character. Set actor rotation here is happening. It is happening on server and client already. I mean, that could be it here. I don't want to mess with something else though right now. wonder if I can run it on server as well, just like afterwards. Maybe putting this part of it on server. And of course this as well. And let's see how the responsiveness is with the client, just bypassing this for each loop to get the interactables. Maybe doing the comparisons, not as much time to wait. But I still don't think that being able to tap it instantly will work. Because basically, I mean, it doesn't make sense since controller rotation isn't replicated, but that shouldn't matter. Like the pawn is rotating. Very strange. Like, this doesn't take that long to compute anyway, so maybe this will be better if it just runs all of this on the server. It was waiting for feedback of all of it before. I think the most intensive part might be the get all actors, so if that's run on client first. I don't know though, we'll see. Jeez, it's only 9:30. What? I can't wait to play Fortnite today and prove myself right that getting rid of the double pump will only make people with actual skill shine as opposed to all these one-trickers. Really looking forward to that. Okay, server still works like normal, of course. So as soon as I get this working, hopefully soon, I'm just gonna hop on Fortnite, even though it's so early. Gotta check out those new changes. And the new 50 vs 50 mode is gonna be awesome. Only updating when I move. Oh wait, nope. It's updating on rotation now, but not getting all of them. Huh? Oh, there we go. Hell yeah. Oh, it's not actually running the finish it code. It's interesting. And I want to test how... Well, the door's not going to work if that didn't work, so I guess there's no real point in that. I'll just save and quit here. Let's make sure everything's saved in case I accidentally crash it at any point. So, finish code. wouldn't that work? Because interactable. Wait, each of these on a for each loop is going to set timer by event? I think that needs to be done on completed. Yeah. Well, let me just... Yeah, sometimes it'll disconnect when I'm hosting a game. So it's like, oh my god, all your bandwidth disappeared. We'll just disconnect you. You must be doing something more important than the stream you're trying to keep running. Ooh. Yes. Can't do it again though. It's a little bugged after that. Like it's staying on, it's not letting me refire. So, just not switching it off. Let me just see how the responsiveness is and see if it's even worth pursuing this. It better be. I mean, it should be faster doing that. Some of this on the client. Pardon me. Or at least doing the... Oh, I hope I can still connect. This might just hang up here, it might not connect. Oh, actually no, didn't. It's doing what it normally does, it's freezing up. Hanging up, I meant just like, it wouldn't even hang, it would just say connecting, it would loop, with, like, without hanging. So it's just hanging, I'm assuming it's connecting. Sometimes that would happen if I host the game in the editor and then quit out, but host the game again in the editor. I don't know what the circumstances were for it. Oh, there we go. Alright, so... new character. Okay. I'm still getting that, like... platform issue. The particle effect is always laggy behind, too. I wonder if it's still there. Oh, there it happened. There we go. It's like a delay to it on all the other stuff loading. Oh, tapped the door and it worked. Oh, but yeah, it stayed. I should have... I did basically work though. Alright, one more time. Log in soon. I can just log in as 3 again. And then I will be right back. Just gonna try tapping real fast and see if it's still at least working the first time. And then all I have to do is set that you're not currently interacting on whichever replicated way sort of matches. Okay. Huh. Let's see. No, I can't. Oh, it's. Alright, hold on a second. Let me try. I want to try one more new character and just maybe see if it's. That switch was getting. I don't know. I feel like tapping it real quick was telling it that I am interacting, but did not give me the responsiveness that I had before. Just trying to think why.
Welcome to the halls.
I can see a bit here. Oh, okay. Didn't get the platforming issue that time. I'm trying to make them all batlings so I can go to this nice trippy area. Make a female here. Oh, I just already did it. I just tapped the button anyway. I mean, that was pretty good. I was just like, let me get through. It works. Let me just, I wasn't consciously testing, which I think is the best test to do. Is to just run through instincts and just be like, oh, I did it. And it felt intuitive. Felt responsive. So it's just a matter of turning off. Yeah, okay. But I don't know why. These need to be. This is a server thing for that, okay. Interaction is a server thing. Maybe it's reset interactables, just needs to be done client and server. I'll just make this not replicated. And then this basically just do a sequence so they can do one and then the other. And this will just do the same thing here. It's reliable. We'll call it here. So we'll do it and then we'll do it on the server. So between that and setting that bool as on the server as well. Although I think interacting right hand, interacting left hand as well. Let me just, I'll be right back. Eesh. So I was thinking that was enough, right? But there's still this is interacting left hand. That should be fine. Let's try it. Basically trying to run as much of it client side as you know, works for gameplay cheating purposes. So server, I'm basically talking about the rotating of this. Doesn't seem to be able to fire again still. Basically, I think it fired and then just stayed on. So it's really more about setting the off element on the client. So, wait a second. Okay, just interpreted to the right location. Yeah, it did work, and it did turn off. Interesting. But if I press again... Oh. No, oh. Tapping it seemed to sort of break it. Now I can't do it. Okay, it's sort of working, but not consistently enough. I'd say it's a bit limited though. I don't think anyone's actually done. I mean, Ark and Conan basically have proven that you can. I mean, Ark is not Ark. Yeah, Ark and Conan are both using. No, Ark is using Unreal Engine. Conan, I think, has its own engine, but Ark is using Unreal Engine. I'm not sure though. Maybe Conan's using it too. Actually, you know what I should do is... So I need to run this on the client first. So I'll make this... Maybe I put the custom event after this. Run on client. From the server. I mean... I really feel like this just makes it so much cooler, you know? Yeah, just like you're playing like a real hero in this world. You're like it's like in Minecraft, like you are building a whole section of the world. You are like the empire of the elves, you know? Not just one of 5,000 million. Like, it's so stupid. Who wants to do that? Who really likes walking through BDO's towns and just seeing like 100 players in every inch? It's just like, I don't know any of you. Some of these fucking names for these events by now, though, I swear. I've made almost everything reliable, so it's probably not going to work great for a bunch of players. We'll see how it goes. I mean, I've played it with other people so far. I have tested it on Steam, like internationally even, just by changing our download regions. That was a while ago, and just like yesterday... Yeah, I get disconnected when I host the game sometimes, I think, because it takes a minute. Hey, don't forget to subscribe and stuff. Assuming you can still hear me right now. It's continuing to work. It's not turning off all the time though. See, I've let go of the button and it's still overlapping. It's still on. I have to press the button for it to stop, but it doesn't even stop. Is Zuckerberg still on trial? Like since yesterday, he's still... What, from yesterday? Is this the one? Let me just check. Yeah, it's Ugly Boy. Yeah, okay.
You have reached CLM management. Unfortunately, there's no one here to take your call. Leave your name and a message.
It's like always firing this
Tony.
event.
Ninja.
So I guess I need to quit. I need to do
I only tell you
clear
one time.
on.
Don't fuck me, Tony. Don't you ever try fuck me.
Ninja, who are you speaking to?
Let's leave a message for Tony.
Just need a message for Tony. Don't you ever fuck me.
Yeah.
Aphex Twin cover. Yeah, man. It's an Aphex Twin cover, so I couldn't have. Oh, this is a great video. So many good people in this, too. I forgot that. There's a lot of people in this. It's otherwise they're great. I gotta take a short break. Watch this. Need to grind more herb. Takes both hands. Oh, I love them, right? I'm glad you're a fan. They're hilarious, man. Some of their videos, I made the mistake of showing Babies on Fire at like a really super late night, like party group that started showing like artsy film videos, like a film hangout, and I made the mistake of putting on Babies on Fire as my, oh, check out this great artsy video, and I'm like, oh, maybe not the best choice. For it kind of disturbed them. It was like, I think the party's over. Yeah, I'm gonna leave. Yeah. Right? Oh man, it was at my film festival, the world premiere of my Ngrams. We had they accidentally booked me in the presidential suite. Did you see that? That was the girl from Valerian. Holy shit. Yeah, there she is. Hell yeah, she's so cool. I'll use the word cool, but you know what I mean. So I'm done grinding. So you gotta see what's his name? Alright, whatever. I need an Ngrams GIF, but check out my movie. It's on Amazon. I got another one coming up soon if I can get the financing going. It's a lot of work on making this pitch deck to suit to fit, to, you know, meet the standards of people actually doing the money work. Alright, whatever. Was this done? No, I still needed to, yeah, clear the timer. See, I got great memory. Basically just this client thing also needs a clear and invalidate timer. Is it gonna work? Like that? Is that gonna, like, work? Is the timer running, like, its own... If it's running on the client and it's running on the server, are they still the same timer? There you go. Jack Black. Yeah, that's his name. And who's that guy? There's so many people here. That's Aphex Twin dude right there, with the black face on. Like, what the fuck? Because he's like, do whatever I can, and at the Antword video. Nice. Oh my god, I have to hire her now. She smokes once in Manston. With the Antword. Fuck. She is so cool. She is the best. Alright, I'm done with that. I don't know, I played too much Aphex though. I don't know what other cool ambient music to put on except for like medieval shit. I play too much. Tycho's cool, but it kind of gets played out after just one day. Global timestamp. Cool. Yeah, I heard Unity has like a round start and end times. Unity has like a save all like feature where it just serializes everything. Like I had to program my own thing that just saves. Oh, Senate, nice. All right, what's going on? Maybe I should put that on in the background here. What's going on? Is this still going on? Hey, nice. Thanks for subscribing. Let's see. Flashing light. Can ignore that. I'm doing it again just to test that's working. But yeah, oh, it seemed to. That flashing light seems to be worse when I'm in first person camera. Or maybe it's just. Anyway, I think it's working. When I'm doing this, it seemed to happen. Is it sun or is it from me doing this? I think it's working now. I think we fixed it. Yeah, now I can tap it and it's responsive as a client. Ooh-wee. All right. Nice. Check one off the list. Responsive client controls. I'm learning my multiplayer networking roles. Look of disapproval. That was not a good rhyme. It's a role-playing game. Oh, I have to fix get. I think get doesn't work. Let me check. Yeah, maybe just more downward. I want the news. Featured live stream. Women of the world. Okay, now there we go. I know he's on it for another day.
Improperly obtained some information about millions of Facebook members by buying it from an app developer that people had shared it with. This information was generally information that people share publicly on their profile pages, like their name and profile picture and the list of pages that they follow. When we first contacted Cambridge Analytica, they told us that they had deleted the data. And then about a month ago, we heard a new report that suggested that this was not true. So now we're working with governments in the US, the UK, and around the world to do a full audit of what they've done and to make sure that they get rid of any data that they still have. Second, to make sure that no other app developers are out there misusing data, we're now investigating every single app that had access to a large amount of people's information on Facebook in the past. And if we find someone that improperly used data, we're going to ban them from our platform and tell everyone affected. Third, to prevent this from ever happening again, we're making sure developers can't access as much information going forward. The good news here is that we made some big changes to our platform in 2014 that would prevent this specific instance with Cambridge Analytica from happening again today. But there's more to do, and you can find more of the details of the other steps we're taking in the written statement I provided.
Yeah,
my top priority has always been our social mission of connecting people, building community, and bringing the world closer together. Advertisers and developers will never take priority over that for as long as I'm running Facebook. I started Facebook when I was in college. We've come a long way since then.
Get's just not doing the set interactables.
We now serve more than 2 billion people around the world, and every day people use our services to stay connected with the people that matter to them most. I believe deeply in what we're doing.
Ooh, I love Zuckerberg.
Look back and view helping people connect and giving more people a voice as a positive force in the world. I realize the issues we're talking about today aren't just issues for Facebook and our community. They're challenges for all of us as Americans. Thank you for having me here today, and I'm ready to take your questions.
Thank you, Mr. Zuckerberg.
That doesn't fit the sentence.
Start out, we'll go into the questioning phase. We'll go back and forth as we always do. Remember, it's 4 minutes today, so we can get to everyone. Mr. Zuckerberg, you've described Facebook as a company that connects people and as a company that's idealistic and optimistic.
Why am I doing this twice?
About what other types of companies Facebook may be. Facebook has created its own video series starring Tom Brady that ran for 6 episodes and has over 50 million views. That's twice the number of the viewers that watched the Oscars last month. Also, Facebook's obtained exclusive broadcasting rights for 25 Major League Baseball games this season.
That was the part I needed to cut.
Is Facebook a media company?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I consider us to be a technology company because the primary thing that we do is have engineers who write code and build products and services for other people. There are certainly other things that we do too. We do pay to help produce content. We build enterprise software, although I don't consider us an enterprise software company. We build planes to help connect people, and I don't consider ourselves to be an aerospace company. But overall, when people ask us if we're a media company, what I hear is, do we have a responsibility for the content that people share on Facebook? And I believe the answer to that question is yes.
All right, let me ask the next one. You can send money to friends on Facebook Messenger using a debit card or a PayPal account to, quote, split meals, pay rent, and more, close quote. People can also send money via Venmo or their bank app. Is Facebook a financial institution?
Mr. Chairman, I do not consider ourselves to be a financial institution, although you're right that we do provide tools for people to send money.
So you've mentioned several times that you started Facebook in your dorm room in 2004. 15 years, 2 billion users, and several, unfortunately, breaches of trust later. Facebook's today.
I love how they try to make the number sound so ridiculous.
You started with a harvard.edu email address.
Well, Mr. Chairman, I think we've evolved quite a bit as a company. When I started it, I certainly didn't think that we would be the ones building this broad of a community around the world. I thought someone would do it. I didn't think it was going to be us. So we've definitely grown.
And you've recently said that you and Facebook have not done a good job of explaining what Facebook does. And so back in 2012,
I wonder if that do once thing
when a lot
didn't
of this
perfectly fix the problem.
User and friend data was happening, did it ever cross your mind that you should be communicating more clearly with users about how Facebook is monetizing their data? I understand that Facebook does not sell user data per se in the traditional sense, but it's also just as true that Facebook's...
Thank you. Mr. Zuckerberg, you talked about how positive and optimistic you are, and I guess I'm sorry because I'm not. I don't have much faith in corporate America, and I certainly don't have much faith in their GOP allies here in Congress. I really look at everything that this committee does, or most of what this committee does, in terms of the right to know. In other words, I always fear that people, they go on Facebook, they don't necessarily know what's happening or what's going on with their data. And so to the extent that we can
Mr. Pallone, New Jersey, he's from my town, New Brunswick. I was like, I feel like I know that voice, but I don't know why. Frank Pallone Jr. It's funny. He says a lot, but who knows?
Provide more transparency, I guess, is the best way to put it. So I'm looking at everything through that sort of lens. So just let me ask you 3 quick questions, and I'm going to ask it answer yes or no because of the time. Yes or no, is Facebook limiting the amount or type of data Facebook itself collects or uses?
Congressman, yes, we limit a lot of the data that we collect and use.
But see, I don't see that in the announcements you've made. Like, you've made all these announcements the last few days about the changes you're going to make, and I don't really see how those announcements or changes limit the amount or type of data.
Let's do the client responsiveness.
In an effective way. But let me go to the second.
Yeah, nothing's happening here. I'm gonna put on some music again. Why not?
Take one step back, folks could breathe. Ladies and gentlemen, helicoptered in here to announce the band who is obviously going to have the best sound of the evening. For your pleasure, Lisa Marie Presley and Michael Jackson!
Not even joking. No, they are joking, of course. This is a classic. Emotes.
Punch your balls off and please welcome 9-inch nails.
So it's like you want things that are going to visually happen to be done first, and then you want to do the server stuff that's important for the server to do. So in this case, it's just animation, so it's important that both the client and the server do it, so that clients see themselves do it immediately, and then the server can replicate it out for everybody else. So that's something I'm learning recently, is just sort of like why you do want to do it. You need to do sort of 5 things for every function. You need to like switch as authority if you don't want these events to all trigger warnings. But for now, I just kind of leave it to see how bad the warnings get. Because it says like if you don't have control over the pawn, then it's not going to happen. So you have to do is locally controlled, and then you want to, do it on the client side. Then you want to server side it. Then you want to multicast, and in some cases you want to rep notify in case it's a permanent change, like changing your hair color, as opposed to like waving or something. But for waving, I rep notified it in case you're chilling there and just continuing to wave, and you're in like an idle state where you're animating. That way you can log out like dancing or something, and just continue to be animating constantly while you're offline. So you can like be in a pose and stay that way, and it'll rep notify so that when someone logs in and they're getting updated about that state instead of having to just see you in your default. Alright, so emotes. Okay, so if you're in the middle of turning, it catches it halfway and starts like sidestepping, which I guess isn't a big deal, but it doesn't even do the... There it is. The arms are stationary, which is really strange.
Why am I seething with this animosity? I think you owe me a great big apology. Down the line! No! Down the line! Down the line!
Apparently this was the show where he realized that he had been taking his stage presence too far. He said at the show, it's in the Closure documentary, he was like, I felt so good at the performance, I felt all the energy, I didn't get tired, I felt like really solid. But then he watched the tapes and he's like, wow, it fucking sucked. But I still think it's an amazing performance. It's just got a bunch of synthesizers playing the good stuff in the background. You don't need to worry about anything. Alright, so let's see. Landscape. I don't have any items here. Let me see. So I'm currently... Why would I be loading in again? Is I gotta work on something different? really don't know. Probably no reason. I didn't do anything, right? No, I haven't done anything. I think I'll ignore this one for now. This. It's also not. I need this. Unlocking outlet torches. So just adding it to. So I thought saving it would work. Let's see. Yeah, this is where I was working on it last night. The set with notify is active from the save. Oh, that's the hand model. That's the item. I want to get the spawn actor guy. I want. There we go. There we go. That's why. I was casting to the wrong thing, basically. Yes. Okay. Oh yeah. Listen to Robin Fink on the fucking guitar. So good. Just tone. Just melody. Alright, so, yeah. Let's try that. I'll need to make a character. Responding on to someone on Reddit. I'm gonna respond to someone on Reddit real quick. Okay, one of these characters is not like the others. I guess I'll make a new one first to see which one of them. I actually have 2, 3, and 4 already. So 3 or 4 should work. Yeah, because they're up in the sky still, I think. Yeah, cool. And he's a bat, which should work fine. Oops. So. Microphone made that noise. That's awesome. Maybe not. Maybe he was just doing it along with the time of the noise. That would make more sense. Yeah, you can't do it when you're right up on the door, unfortunately. Okay. Oh yeah, I can just see 3. 3 is right there. 2, 3, 4. Wait, where's the other one? Oh, he's out there somewhere with his backpack. There's no point. I just make a new one. Make a new one. I closed the door as I jumped out. I think it worked. Pretty sure it worked. Okay. So I have my characters here, and I was testing his status items when logging out, so let's just all get a torch out. Nope. Didn't work. Three, 4, and 5. Alright. Let me try logging back in as the host 3. Or any of them, really, but I'll do this just because the 2 of them had... If they have their torches lit, then I know this actually did work. I just have to add it to another spot. This should be the same code for when you log out as a single character versus when the host logs in for all of them. Nope. Okay. See, the item on the ground is... But... That should be... saved to the item itself when you use it, basically. So that in your state... Basically...
Doesn't it make you feel better?
Yeah, I'm gonna need that reference to the model on here when review. Should be easy enough to set a reference to it. If I just say This might, no. Maybe here. Be here. Alright, this song is too much. I never liked it much. Too long. I want to see the specific hand models. The only one I've done any code for this on is the active is the torch. So yeah, parent use hand model. Okay, cool. I know what here I need. No? How do you get this shit? Okay, yeah, maybe. He was right. We'll play the more recent. How did I get it there? function bench. Ah, that's stupid. That should be on by default. I feel like you should have to like delete that. Like child blueprints should get the automatically, just like they get these automatically.
Everyone seems to be asleep.
Okay, now let's see if that did it. Why is it in simulate now too? What the fuck? It's so random. Maybe I pressed a button.
With the opening so shut, yeah, parts of me are slowing down and time is speeding up. Spiders crawling everywhere, infected Japanese. You can tell all your friends you're just a tourist, but you can't understand what they're playing till you try to learn.
There we go. Nope. That part of it didn't work. Oh wait, yeah, it did. Not on both of them. I wonder if I didn't actually... That's interesting. Maybe it wasn't set to reliable or something. But yes, that was what I was going for. Oh shit, it deleted the server thing. I didn't fix that. Fuck. I tested it like 10 times. Motherfucker. Alright, whatever. I guess I can still see him here. I log out. That one didn't work, but this one did. Most peculiar. maybe it needs to be run as a server event or something. This is being run as a server event here. Maybe this needs to be done. Even if it's on the server, it needs to be done. It's a really good song. Multiple. I feel like I want to save emote variables too. So if you log out while dancing, you log back in and still be dancing or waving or whatever. But then you automatically emote when you log out with this method anyway, so you'd log back in and be emoting. So maybe not. Although I do think it would be cool to just log back in and still be dancing. So maybe later when I add more emotes and take off that default AFK emote mode. Oh no. Oh, that was the server. Yep. This one from earlier is still there. That's funny. I wonder if the character would have still been there. So I'll use this camera angle just to see the characters. Let's see. Nope. Why did it work before? Nope. Interesting. Wonder if it's because the torch was owned by the server or not? Like if it was one I picked up off the ground? I don't know why that would matter. Oh, I'm not setting a reference to it yet. I don't know why it did work that one time. That was really weird why it did work the one time, because I didn't plug it in at all. I just realized it's just not plugged in. Let me just log in as one of these guys. Loading, loading, loading. Keep them inventories loading. There we go. Alright, so. Same guitarist from back then. Different everybody else more or less, but same dude. Alright, save. Spawning hand models. Same song. It sounds better. Whatever. Oh, this is some good shit. It's from Still, I believe, coming after this. Key change. That's it, nice transition. Nice. Bing. Okay, nice. Going into the wretched. The frail. This album came out around the time I played Team Fortress Classic. This and Downward Spiral. Apparently I have to post my my E-peen to prove to people that I'm good at Fortnite on Reddit. So let's just grab that, shall we? Grab the good old... Just gotta log in Discord real quick. Oh, it doesn't like this. Ah, yes.
Just a reflection, just a little reminder of the all that might have been. It's another day, some other way.
It's funny that the do once thing seemed to work before, but now it's not. Consistently not. Well, I did add that reopen thing to it, because maybe I need to put like a delay on the reopen. Put like a 2-second delay or something like that, so it doesn't, well, like a 5-second delay. It could be a minute-long delay on that, really, because you're not going to be logging off and logging back in that quickly. It's just supposed to stop it from happening rapidly. So I could probably put a delay on that. That would be the way to handle it, I believe. Let me just write a note to myself, I remember that. This is the wretched. Oh boy. Oh shit. Did it even when I wasn't overlapping. Oh, here's the test. Yes, that worked. Good enough for me. Okay, let's clear the save games. And put that delay on, and then maybe I'll consider it a day. thinking literally like 10 or 20 seconds, just in case it happens anytime during the loading process. Well, that might stop other stuff from happening. There might be a delay in my logic here that's causing that hiccup. Oh, it doesn't. The hiccup doesn't happen every time. It happens to me when loading. Let me see though. Will this, because after this is all done, I'm doing that. So this might not widgets and all that stuff start for a while. Put 2 seconds for now. Just see if that fixes it, I guess. But it looks like it did add that feature. Otherwise.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Ah. Lizard guy, Lizardkin should lock in right there too. So I want to test logging back in, overlapping too, so let's do both. Success on logging out and keeping the torch. Do I see it too here? Yes, I see it too. I log out as both of these guys, right? This is the client as well. Yeah. Nice. So I'll log back in, see if it destroys the server. This is a perfect example of what object-based programming is. A copy of a copy of a copy of a copy. Which is why I need to put a delay on this, because apparently all the controllers are triggering this code, even though it's, I guess because it's run on server or something, I don't know. I didn't know. I didn't know. Yes! Bugs fixed. NPCs logging in with torches lit. Wait, does he still have the torch lit? No, it came unlit when I logged in. So when logging in, maybe I could do that. So that I can do that again in the future too. Question mark on that. Never done. Yes. Success. That is a good day. Alright, so very awesome. Oh, what? Even though it worked, I'm just getting a none from this. Probably just can bypass the client one. Let's leave it for now, and I can bypass that later on. I'm not going to do any more work. So let's set one active. Probably just that the clients don't have a reference to these things. So that's a bunch of nodes to fix, so I'll do it later.